Hi guys, I am Sumit. I am the founder for Heads Up Corporation. We are into human resources consulting for various startups and SMEs across India. I am a graduate from TISS Mumbai. All in all, human resources is what my bread and butter is. Okay, so today we are going to talk about something which we are witnessing very frequently, and it's a shame that people really don't talk a lot about it. But it's about how do you really negotiate for your salary, and what is the right value which you should be pitching when you are taking up your new job, or you're even looking for a hike in your organization. So let's start. So I start with a very simple story so that it becomes very relevant and you can also relate yourselves with it. It is a story about a friend of mine. He got a decent offer. He got a 10 lakh CTC offer, and he joined the organization very excited. Obviously, got into one of the big fours. After a couple of months, when I met him again, he was very sad, and he said that, yeah, I was supposed to get almost 70,000-80,000 rupees per month, but I'm getting only 45,000 rupees. I mean, this is such a stupidity at my place. I said, but you said you are getting 10 lakh CTC, right? He said, yes, that is what was written in the paper. And I asked him, did you really check the breakup of the entire salary, how it was? He said, I'm checking it out now, and I think I've already made a big mistake. I'm sure this might have happened with you or any friend of yours. And it just so happens that employers tend to put that extra pressure if you are really kind of agreed for that particular position or a job, that you end up missing out on very basic nuances and nitty-gritties of your salary breakup, your entire CTC. So my friend ended up getting 45,000, I said. So how does that happen? So the friend says that he is getting 45,000, which is equivalent to 5,40,000. So where is the other remaining percentage, right? It's a huge amount. So whenever you see that you're getting a CTC, don't really get excited or get jumping on your seat. Honestly, you have to first understand that what is your basic, what is your cash in hand, what is your gross, what is your net, what is the extra perks which the organization is charging you for, what are the medical benefits which are there, are there any PFs, bonuses, gratuity. Okay, so these might be a lot of questions, and there are a lot more other questions. I'll just try to break it down, and in this particular video we're just going to talk about how to value yourself and what is the right CTC which you should be fighting for. So the first tip is that you need to firstly start with understanding with your peers that what is your work experience, where are you coming from, and what is the value which you're going to add to the system. And in case you have already worked in a system, if you're looking for a hike, what is the right thing which you should be requesting your manager to do. I'm going to give you 4 to 5 tips which if you are able to incorporate, I'm sure you're going to get the desired CTC in your dream organization or for the dream job. The first step is that you should do your own valuation. Now, you would have seen in news that Jio has recently cracked a deal with Google, which is going to take around 7.7% of stake for almost 34,000 crore. Now, understand this, that today Jio in less than 4 years has been able to crack such big deals, and they are going to make their entire organization debt free. Now, that's a huge thing, but that has all happened because they were able to do a lot of good work in their valuation in terms of where they are. How they want to go forward and what strategic partners they require. Now, in our case, we are not that institution, but we are individuals, and we can value our professional experience in that same manner. The first thing is that understand with this particular thing which is called as the critical incident. Now, this is a method which was used earlier by a lot of organizations in doing the appraisals, but slowly we have moved to different 360-degree format, KRAs, and now we have into something called as KPIs, and finally a lot of new organizations are adopting to OKRs. Now, critical incident is a very important method because it helps in giving different kind of instances where you have done significant contribution. It can be whether you're cutting the cost for the organization or you're just increasing the revenue exponentially. You need to put those things into perspective to any recruiter. right? If you're not doing that, you're missing out on a big thing. So do jot that points in your resume in very bold letters, that you have done a 5x growth, you've done a 10x growth, because that is going to get the eyes catchy. Because the person, just understand from the person's perspective, right? He has to go around, do 50 odd resumes. He cannot go through every resumes with the same level of pinpointedness which is there, right? He has to understand that what is that extra thing which you're bringing on the table. So do that. So the second tip is that start doing a market benchmark for yourself. While doing market benchmark, just don't talk to a couple of people who are there on your speed dial. Start talking to people who can be different recruiters who are there. Just post your thing in on your social media feed, and don't think people are going to judge you. Yeah, if someone is going to judge you, it's absolutely fine, because it's your career you're talking about. So don't worry about that. Just be very, very sure as to you have got right set of information from different perspective and different set of people, and you have got your case ready in front of in front of the recruiter or your desired organization. Now, market benchmarking is something which will also give an understanding of how your peers are performing and where you are right now. The third thing is that never give a range that मेरे को 10 लाख भी चलेगा, मेरे को 14 लाख भी चलेगा, anything between that will work. That just gives an instance that boss, you're not very sure of what exactly you want. Give a percentage after the first two steps, which actually means that you are sticking to a figure. Don't give 50% hike. I want 40% hike, because see, that is very turn off for any recruiter, honestly, because there are a lot of people who are saying that I'm going to work on the similar salary if I'm going to get a better experience, better culture. So understand the organization, use Glassdoor, use LinkedIn, talk to folks in that organization. That will just give you a lot of insights. And now every day things are getting more transparent. I'm sure with a lot of good platforms coming in, you can gather that kind of information from the market. So give a percentage, but stick to that percentage and be very sure. Even if they try to pull you from that, don't let that happen, because you are sure that you want to close the deal at this particular position. Now, if you're able to do that, you have done the justice that you have got the surety of what exactly is required. Another thing which is there is be open about multiple offers. In case what happens is that if you're looking for a job change, if a recruiter asks that you're looking for other jobs also at other places, you tend to say no, I'm just looking in this organization. But eventually what happens is that you are not making a good bond or relationship with the recruiter. Down the line in your career, this can also happen, that particular recruiter is there some another organization and you are applying for that organization. Now there you might be getting a 30% hike in that organization, but the recruiter knows that this person is not very honest with what he was saying. So your chances of getting hired in that organization just suddenly diminishes, right? You don't want to do that. So be very, very sure of that you have got multiple offers. I have to consider the offers and then only I can take a call. So that will just make the recruiter feel that okay, the person is very honest and he doesn't want to hide anything. So that's a very positive trait in any candidate, which any other organization would appreciate. And lastly, there is only one thing which I would say in this entire conversation which happens with recruiter, is that try to empathize. Empathy is that superpower that we talk about it, we see around it, but we never do anything about it, honestly. So empathy comes in big capacity in this particular thing. You need to start understanding from the recruiter, from the organization perspective, that how much you will be paying yourself. Now, if you're able to come down to a figure, that is going to help you in order to understand, okay, so I am at 30,000 today with whatever skills I have and the experience I have, and in this organization, my skills would be utilized better. And that is the reason why I'm going to say I need a 30% hike. I am pitching for a 40,000 rupees. Now that is something which connects a lot of dots. There are a lot of antecedents which are there, which are getting connected, and that is something which the recruiter or the founder of an organization would absolutely appreciate, that the person is very aware about what is happening around him. The self-awareness is going to take you miles in your career. I'll be very honest about it. So please empathize with the recruiter, with the organization, because if you're not doing that, your chances of getting recruited in that organization, you're just killing it for yourself. So please do that. Thank you guys for attending this video. I'm very excited because this is the very first video we are doing on this, and a lot of popular demand. We thought that okay, we can create this thing. Looking for your feedback, looking for your honest feedback, because that is going to help us curate more this kind of content. At the same time, a lot of people in my team are directly working with a lot of potential candidates, so they will also be creating different kind of videos. So if you feel that we have added anything to your pursuit for finding a new job or taking a new hike in your organization, do subscribe to our channel, and more importantly, follow our LinkedIn page, because we are constantly updating with new industry insights, cracking the job in this COVID times. We are having so many webinars with industry leaders, and you would love it. Thank you.